What if I told you that a secret US experiment turned people invisible but left them melted into metal? Or that a cursed videotape can actually kill you after 7 days? Urban legends have haunted humanity for centuries, blurring the line between myth and reality. But which ones are the craziest? Buckle up, because today we're counting down the top 10 craziest urban legends in history. Starting off at number 10. Did you ever hear the one about the killer in the backseat? Buckle up. This one's wild. Imagine driving alone at night. It's dark, it's quiet, but then headlights flash behind you again and again. A car keeps honking, tailgating, flashing its high beams. Panic sets in. What does this maniac want? You finally make it home, sprint to your door, but before you can get inside, the driver behind you yells, "Don't go in! There's someone in your backseat." Turns out that flashing driver, he wasn't chasing you, he was trying to warn you. Every time the killer raised his knife, the flashing lights scared him back down. Creepy, right? This urban legend spread like wildfire. But here's the twist. It actually happened. In 1964, a New York woman named Lisa Robinson was saved by a gas station attendant who noticed a man hiding in her back seat. So next time you're in your car, maybe check the back seat first, just in case. Coming up next at number 9, have you ever heard of the black-eyed children? These eerie kids show up at night, knocking on doors or approaching cars, always asking the same thing: can we come in? They look normal until you see their pitch-black eyes. No pupils, no whites, just pure darkness. People who encounter them describe an overwhelming sense of dread, like something evil is staring into their soul. And if you refuse to let them in, they become aggressive, insistent, desperate. Some even claim strange things happen after an encounter. Bad luck, sickness, even death. The legend first exploded in the 90s when a journalist described a terrifying run-in with 2 black-eyed kids in a parking lot. But reports go back decades. Could they be ghosts, demons, maybe even aliens in disguise? No one knows for sure. But next time you hear a knock late at night, think twice before answering. Next up at number 8. Imagine waking up to find a trail of hoof-like footprints, stretching for miles, through snow-covered fields, rooftops, and even crossing rivers. That's exactly what happened in Devon, England in February 1855. Locals were terrified. These prints, shaped like cloven hooves, appeared overnight and stretched for over 100 miles. They went over houses, walls, and places no human or animal could logically walk. Naturally, people panicked. Was it a strange animal, a hoax, or something supernatural? Some claimed it was the devil himself, prowling through the countryside. Others thought it was aliens, a ghostly phenomenon, or even an elaborate prank. But here's the thing. No one ever figured it out. No tracks led in or out. No footprints overlapped. And nothing like it has happened since. So, was it the devil on a midnight stroll? Or just one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries? What do you think? Up next at number 7. Imagine you're driving down a dark Virginia road, and suddenly, bam! A man in a bunny suit jumps out, wielding an axe. Sounds crazy, right? But that's the legend of the Bunny Man. Back in 1970, reports surfaced of a man dressed as a rabbit attacking cars with a hatchet near a place called Bunny Man Bridge. People claimed he chased them, shouting about trespassers. But here's where it gets even weirder. Some say the Bunny Man is the ghost of an escaped asylum inmate who vanished into the woods. Others believe he's just a deranged hermit who really hates people near his bridge. Over the years, the legend has grown. Stories of missing people, eerie screams at midnight, and even ghostly rabbits appearing near the bridge. And let's be honest, a killer in a bunny suit? That's nightmare fuel. Is the Bunny Man real, or just one of the wildest urban legends ever? Either way, if you're ever near that bridge at night, maybe don't stick around too long. Next up at number 6, you're driving alone at night when you spot a lone hitchhiker on the side of the road. You pull over, they get in, and you chat for a bit. But then poof, they're gone. No door opening, no sound, just vanished. This is the Vanishing Hitchhiker, one of the most chilling urban legends ever. The story has been told for centuries in different places with different twists. Sometimes the hitchhiker is a woman in white, sometimes a soldier, but the ending is always the same: mystery and goosebumps. In some versions, the driver goes to return the hitchhiker's belongings, only to be told they've been dead for years. Yep, spooky. Others say the ghostly passenger warns of danger before disappearing. Some even believe these spirits are lost souls trying to get home. But is it real? No one knows for sure, but countless people swear they've experienced it. So next time you're driving alone at night and see a hitchhiker, maybe think twice before stopping, because who knows? Halfway there. At number 5, imagine walking into an arcade in 1981, flashing lights, the smell of popcorn, the sound of quarters clinking, when suddenly you see a game you've never heard of before: Polybius. It looks futuristic, hypnotic, almost alive. But here's the catch. Those who played it, they suffered headaches, hallucinations, nightmares, even amnesia. Some claimed it gave them seizures. Others said they saw shadowy men in black watching them play. And then, poof, the game vanished. No records, no proof, just eerie whispers about a CIA experiment using arcade machines for mind control. Was Polybius part of a government psyop, a secret MKUltra project, or was it all a brilliant hoax? To this this day, no one has found a real Polybius machine. No circuit boards, no confirmed screenshots, just the legend and the fear that if you ever do find it, you may never be the same again. So was Polybius a real-life cursed game, or just the greatest arcade myth of all time? Up next at number 4, imagine being locked in a lab, forced to stay awake for 15 days straight while scientists watch your every move. Sounds like a horror movie, right? Well, that's the infamous Russian sleep experiment, one of the wildest urban legends ever. The story goes like this. In the late 1940s, Soviet scientists allegedly sealed 5 prisoners in a chamber, pumping in a mysterious gas that was supposed to keep them awake indefinitely. The first few days, all normal, but soon things got dark, real dark. By day 5, paranoia set in. By day 10, they stopped talking, just whispering into the walls. Then on day 15, silence. Scientists checked inside, and what they found? Nightmare fuel. The subjects had torn themselves apart, literally. One had ripped out his own organs. Another was just grinning. When asked why, one whispered, "We are the madness that lurks inside you." Chills. But here's the catch. It never happened. The entire thing? A creepypasta, an internet horror story from the 2010s. No records, no real experiments, just pure nightmare fuel for the internet. And yet, people still believe it. So, was the Russian sleep experiment real? No, but does it still freak people out? Oh yeah, sleep well tonight, if you can. Next up at number 3, imagine a warship disappearing into thin air, teleporting, turning invisible. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, welcome to one of history's craziest urban legends, the Philadelphia experiment. In 1943, the US Navy was supposedly testing a top-secret cloaking device to make their ships invisible to enemy radar. The test, conducted on the USS Eldridge in Philadelphia. But according to wild conspiracy theories, things got way out of hand. Witnesses claim the ship was engulfed in a weird green fog. Then, poof, gone. Some say it teleported over 200 miles away to Norfolk, Virginia, before reappearing back in Philly. But that's not even the craziest part. When the ship returned, rumors say some crew members were fused into the metal hull, others went insane, some just vanished. The government? They deny everything. Scientists say it's impossible. But the story took on a life of its own, inspiring books, movies, and decades of speculation. Was it real? A hoax? A cover-up? We may never know. But one thing's for sure, the Philadelphia experiment is one of the wildest urban legends in history. Coming up next at number 2, ever heard of the Dybbuk Box? It's the supposedly cursed wine cabinet that has terrified people for decades. And trust me, this one's got a backstory straight out of a horror movie. The legend goes that a Holocaust survivor sealed an evil Dybbuk, a restless spirit from Jewish folklore, inside the box. Fast forward to 2001, an antique collector buys it at an estate sale, and that's when the nightmare begins. Right after getting it, he and his family suffer from terrifying nightmares, mysterious shadows, and sudden illnesses. He even gifts it to his mother, who suffers a stroke the same day. Over the years, everyone who's owned the box reports bad luck, freak accidents, and ghostly encounters. Even Hollywood got in on the action with The Possession, a movie based on the Dybbuk Box. But here's the twist. Some skeptics believe it's just an elaborate hoax, a spooky story gone viral. Real or not, would you dare open the Dybbuk Box? And at last but not least, have you ever felt like something was watching you in the dark? That's where the legend of the Rake comes in, one of the creepiest urban legends on the internet. The first known stories of the Rake appeared in the early 2000s. Descriptions of a pale, humanoid creature with hollow eyes, long claws, and an unsettling, unnatural grin. Witnesses claim it lurks in the shadows, watching, waiting. The first known stories of the Rake appeared in the early 2000s. What's wild is that, unlike other myths, the Rake wasn't an old folk tale. It emerged from internet horror forums, evolving into something that felt too real. Even today, some claim they've seen its ghastly figure lurking in the woods just beyond the tree line. Is it just another internet-born nightmare, or is something really out there?